So there's this comedian or influencer. I don't know what she does. I just know of her. And she is one of the baby mamas of an athlete who has 8 children and claims he is still looking for his wife and wants more kids. And she did a stand-up comedy bit where she's like, everybody's like, oh, you're better than me. And she's like, I am, basically saying she's with someone who is wealthy, who can set her up for life. And I have 2 questions that I want to ask you before you rush and comment. And I'm going to make this quick. Question number 1, how much is your mental, emotional, and physical well-being sold? What's the price tag on that? And question number 2, and most importantly, how much is the mental, emotional, and physical well-being of your child? How much is that going for? How much can somebody buy that for? Because I get that you love the fact that now you're good. You can buy designer handbags and you can buy a fancy car. You can get a really nice house. You're going to be good for the rest of your life. But your child might be able to buy a pair of Jordans as soon as they come out and be ahead of the game and have a really big Sweet 16 party. But all that money is not going to erase the emotional turmoil of having a father who isn't present. Or if that father does eventually marry someone, that thought of, why wasn't I good enough for dad to build a home with me? Or the conflicted feelings that a lot of kids feel, where you might blame your mom as to why the dad didn't stick around or is as present as you would like him to be. Or the jealousy when your dad, who has overextended himself because he has spread his seed near and far, can't go to an important event because he has to go to another child's important event that has happened on the same day, or he's not going to make it back in time to spend time with you, or getting breadcrumbed because the only thing you have to rely on most of the time is a phone call, a FaceTime, or a text, and you are not going to fully have your dad be present in the home with you. How much is that worth? What is the price tag on that? And this is why I say, in a lot of ways, pick-me's are dangerous. Because I get you're like, well, I'm good because I'm set up for life. But what about the mental and emotional and physical well-being of your child? Are you really better than me? I find that interesting. I mean, the good news is you can afford to pay for therapy for yourself and for your child. If you decide to get therapy for yourself, that would be amazing. But your child is more than likely going to need therapy. And even if they get therapy, it might take years for them to heal. And it's still not going to be a simple, linear, easy, overnight journey. So I tell women all the time, hey, you can do whatever you want to for yourself. You don't have to listen to my videos or anyone else's videos. You can do whatever you want. You're right. But when it comes to children who don't have a voice, aren't listened to, can't advocate for themselves, they don't have a say in the matter. So they're kind of having to just deal with whatever cards are dealt to them until they're old enough to get out on their own. That's a whole nother situation, and that's a very serious situation. So you want to argue that you're better than me because you chose a man with lots of money, and I'm going to argue, honey, that you're not, because anytime you fuck around with the mental and emotional and physical well-being of a child, you are definitely not better than anyone.